Up until now, I've never owned any type of gaming headphones. Since I have my LG soundbar with surround sound setup, I just didn't feel the need to have headphones as well. However, I've come to realize that there are actually several scenarios where a gaming headset is pretty much an essential accessory. Today, we're going to take a look at this $50 gaming headset from EKSA that turns out to be a pretty good option to use with your PS5, PC, or most other consoles. Before we begin, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers who have helped me reach the insane milestone of 10,000 subs. I've been working on this channel for 5 months now, and I never thought that I'd get to this point, so thank you all for your support. If you're new here, I make videos on all kinds of smart tech and gadgets every week, so feel free to take a look around, and if you like what you see, then it would be awesome if you subscribed and joined the community. Without further ado, let's begin. This is the EKSA E900 Pro 7.1 surround sound headphones, and a quick thanks to EKSA for sending these over for review. For those who aren't aware, 7.1 means that there are 7 ear level channels and 1 low frequency or bass channel. Those 7 channels are made up of 2 speakers on either side at the front, 2 speakers on either side at the rear, and 2 surround channels to either side, and 1 center channel in front of you. How it can be possible to have all of these sound channels creating a surround sound experience inside of headphones, I'm not really sure, but we'll test out how these sound later. Getting back to what I was saying earlier, I've come to realize that there are actually scenarios where a gaming headset is almost essential, and my home theater sound system won't cut it. For one, if I want to get the most out of the surround sound system in gaming to actually immerse myself in the audio all around me, I really have to have my system cranked up to a pretty high level. And although it sounds amazing, it's just not always practical to have my sound system blasting out at level 20 or higher. When I do play at this volume, it means anyone else in the house at that time is going to know about it, and probably even my neighbors. The other scenario that a gaming headset is pretty much essential for is any online gaming where you want to be communicating with other people. Whether you're trying to talk to your teammates in-game or streaming and talking to your audience, you need a decent mic that's close to your mouth so you can be heard clearly. The built-in speaker and microphone in the PS5 DualSense controller just doesn't cut it, and is very inconvenient, which I'm sure you already know if you've tried using it yourself in-game. That brings me to the E900 Pro headphones from EKSA that I've been testing out for the past couple of weeks now. I want to share my experience with you and work out whether they're a good option for you to buy. In the box you'll find an included headphone stand, a faux leather carrying bag, the microphone attachment, a USB-C cable for use with a PC, a 3.5mm auxiliary cable, and an aux cable splitter. The headphones come in a mostly black design with some red accents on the sides, and also red LED lights on either side. I'm not a fan of some gaming headsets which have really out there and over the top designs, but these headphones have quite subtle design choices which overall look nice and clean. The headphones are a combination of metal and plastic components, which is fairly standard on headphones these days. The memory foam cushion padding on the band and ear cups is extremely plush and soft, making it a comfortable headphone to wear. All of the inputs are on the left side of the headphones. Here we have a volume wheel, a physical mute button, a lockable auxiliary port which keeps the cable secure, the microphone port, and a USB-C port for PC. The USB-C cable is the connection that's used when you're using this headset with your PC. And when you do this, that's when the LED lights on the side of the headphones activate. The mic comes with a windscreen, but I've removed it because I found I didn't need it. Let's have a quick listen to the microphone quality. So this is the quality of the sound from the E900 Pros. Testing 1, 2, 3. How does that sound? As you can tell, the quality of the microphone's not bad and would work perfectly well in game or during a stream. I actually don't mind the fact that the microphone is removable, because if you are using it for single player gaming but still want immersive audio, you can get the mic out of the way altogether by detaching it. I've been testing out these headphones with my PS5 over the past week and must admit that they actually sound great in game. To use these with your console, they'll connect to the controller using the auxiliary cable. The volume gets extremely loud, and when I use them, I generally have them at about 75%. The sound quality from these is impressive for the price, delivering a full sound in most scenarios. I did notice though that they are quite heavy on the low frequencies, or in other words, quite bass heavy. When I compared these with my Sony XM4s, they were definitely not at the same level in terms of sound quality, however they were probably about 80% of the way there. That is really impressive considering that they're almost a quarter of the price of the XM4s. I did notice a little bit of clipping and distortion when attempting to listen to music through the E900 Pros at full volume, but again, for $50 headphones, you can't complain with the audio that they produce. Now, I want to take a moment to talk about the 7.1 surround sound advertised by EKSA. I have a 7.1.4 set up in my living room, which sounds extremely immersive, so I was very curious to see how this could possibly be mimicked in a pair of headphones. I would be blown away if these headphones were able to create a complete soundstage and create the sense of audio coming from both in front of me and behind me. Now, there is a caveat about the 7.1 surround sound capability on these headphones, and that is that this can only be experienced when connected to a computer via the USB cable. In addition to that, they're not plug and play. They require a driver to be installed using a questionable application that you download from the EKSA website. But I ignored the security warnings and installed the software so I could test out the surround sound experience. After listening to some surround sound channel test sample files, I have to say that my initial impressions are not very good. I was unable to differentiate when sound was coming from the front or back, and to my ear the direction of the sound seemed the same whether it was in front, to the side, or behind. So unless I'm missing something here, I'm a little bit disappointed in the surround sound experience. However, I have to say that when I was using this with the PS5 using the aux cable, I did find it to be very immersive. I was able to tell whether someone was to the left or the right of me due to the stereo audio channels, so I don't feel that the 7.1 surround sound is a huge factor here. So would I recommend these headphones to you? Well, if you're after a decent gaming headset that produces a good sound without spending an arm and a leg, then yes, I definitely would. I'm going to continue using the E900 Pros myself. So if you see me online in game, I'll be speaking to you through this exact headset. XX Frenzy, thank you for subscribing with notifications on, you are awesome. If you are too, let me know in the comments below and I'll give you a shout out in my next video. That's going to wrap it up for this one, but as always, thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you at the next one.